Hello everybody, Demon Jester here with 5 questions to a model maker. And it's 5+ questions now. And my guest is WarbossTae. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Can you please take off the meme
Oh,
so we can
yeah.
see your face, man?
Well, I guess so. I guess for this interview, I'll take it off.
Alright. Aw, man! Okay, I'll just do it anyway. Alright, I'll do the meme. I'll do the interview anyway. Alright. You ready for the now there's 8 questions now. I just want to tell you that now.
I'm ready. 3 more than usual. Let's do this.
Alright, cool. Well, first question is, who are you, and please tell us about yourself and your hobby. And do you have more than one hobby?
Okay, sure. I started in the hobby, which is wargaming, painting, Warhammer 40,000 in middle school, and I just really enjoy it. More the painting and the modeling aspect than the gaming side, although once my schedule clears up, maybe I'll try and get some more games in. But right now, I just kind of sit at a table and paint and watch YouTube videos and do my thing. And other hobbies besides wargaming and painting, video games.
Video games are cool. I really don't play games, but I like being with people, you know?
Yeah, I think for me, it's like when you're sitting down at the table and you're working with your hands and everything is so up close and right into you. Sometimes you just need a little bit of, or I feel like for me, it's a good escape to get a lot of, just crazy visual and audio stimulation, just sitting there with a controller and killing zombies.
Like a mental mind eraser.
Yes, exactly. A little palate cleanser, if you will.
Yes. All right. Are you finished with the question, or do you want to continue with it?
I am done, sir.
Okay. Ready for number 2?
Ready.
All right. What got you into your hobby, and how long have you been into it?
So what got me into the hobby was I was walking by my local game store, which is called Other Realms here in Honolulu, Hawaii. And they were having a clearance sale on Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay First Edition because the rulebook was out of print. They didn't have a copy. They had all these adventure packs, but with no rule book, what were they going to do? So they were selling it for each book was like only $5. So I picked up a huge amount and just stacks and stacks of books, and I just fell in love with the lore and the world and the history. And ever since then, I've been getting into I was in the role-playing side of it, but then I started getting into the modeling, and I've been in it ever since.
All right.
What was the second part of the question? How long I've been in? So since middle school. So I would say definitely more than 10, like 15, 16 years, but I took a big hiatus. Like I noticed a lot of people take breaks in between.
Oh yeah, I did for at least I think 7 to 8 years until I just recently started getting back to my hobby.
That is always like like around the amount of time. Like for me, it was 10, and I know a lot of my friends took a break for to get through high school and college. So like 8, 9, 10, 7 years. It's always like that weird amount of time that you go away from the hobby and then you come back and you're like, okay, this is awesome again. Let's do it.
Yep. All right. Ready for number 4?
Ready.
All right. Do you have any tips for anyone new getting into your hobby or making YouTube videos? And I just got a fly by birdie. Yes, you were on the show.
Woo! Tips for beginning hobbyists. I would say if you're a painter and you're beginning, don't give up. Don't get discouraged. It's really easy to look at a picture in the White Dwarf or online and to say, I'll never be that good, and so I'm not even going to try. And then if they try, then it looks bad, then they start saying, see, I'm never going to be as good as any of the other guys here. We were all there. Just don't give up. Don't stop. Keep watching YouTube videos, looking at tutorials, finding whatever works for you, and use a wet palette. Get a wet palette even, but whatever you need to keep your paints smooth and brush control. More practical tip, I do this when I hold my model in one hand and brush with the other. It's a really easy way of steadying your hands.
The X-Acto hold.
Oh yeah, you can do one of those too.
What you just did was the X-Acto hold, the cut with the X-Acto knife.
Oh, I thought you were talking about those helping hand things with the magnifying glass and the braid.
No, the exact knife hold is that what you do is you hold the exact knife right for a straight line. Use both your hands.
Oh.
It's the same way so you don't hurt your wrist and you don't hurt yourself.
Oh, I call it the high school senior portrait because you just do this and you're like,
turn around.
Your high school senior portrait.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I just have to introduce somebody. My co-host, Tweety.
Hi, Tweety. Cute little cockatiel.
Yep.
Tweety's asking me questions too now. But for YouTube posters, advice I'd give to YouTube posters: don't get discouraged in posting videos either. Even if you feel like, oh, your videos are low quality. My videos just started off with me with a flip camera, trying to get too close and getting really blurry video. If you go to my first videos, they're terrible. But just keep at it and don't worry about the pressures of getting new equipment and stuff. Just get comfortable talking on camera or showing your work on camera, and pretty soon, you'll be getting all these subscriptions flooding in, and it's great. It's awesome because it's more people giving you feedback on your work, and that's just growing your talent and making you improve as an artist.
Cool. All right. Now here is number 5. All right.
All right.
This is one of the new questions that I was telling you about. Now, this one gets, some people get in arguments and some people don't. So, do you like an airbrush or a paintbrush, and why? Or do you use both?
Personally, I love the look of an airbrushed model if it's done well. But for me, I haven't gotten into it yet. There are some opportunities that might be coming down the road for me to get into airbrushing a little bit more. But I learned with a paintbrush, and I've always painted by hand, paintbrush. And for me, I feel like I've been doing it for so long that I kind of I'm a little just cautious and wary about getting into airbrushing. So I'm going to be going into it slow, but I just want to expand my skill set. But for me personally, I prefer the hand brushing at this point. A month from now, I could totally be like, airbrushing is awesome.
Yeah, I was the same way. Well, it's like I like to airbrush like my base coats.
Yeah.
On my models, because that's what I learned how to use them for. I learned how to use pinstriping for cars and motorcycles, but I never thought about using them on the Mini, because I never thought I can get that close.
I can totally see that for anything like the Space Marine, where a Blood Angel is like all red anyway. So for base coats, I can definitely see that. I think I'm gonna need to really learn how to use the finer settings and
just practice.
Practice.
Just like with the brush skills, you have to keep on painting minis like crazy, or you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
you have to make them. You have to make a couple ogres that look like that trolls that are put. Well, after a while, they look like an ogre. Well, ready for number 6? All right, cool. What was your favorite mini model? Favorite mini or model to paint, and why?
So, okay. My favorite was a little lady that my subscribers might have heard of before, Isabella von Karstein. She's a fine cast model. She looked really great. The sculpt is really, really nice and detailed, and I was able, surprisingly, to do a much better job than I had expected. Like, I expected it to come out okay, but from doing the video and painting it step by step and looking at the finished product, this was before they re-released Emperor's Children Pink. You had to make your own pinks, and so mixing that and just the color and the composition of the model. So just from the sculpt to what I was able to do with it, I feel I did a pretty good job. And even if people think that I've done better models, like, to me, that's my favorite, I guess, showcase of what I can do.
I've seen those videos. Doesn't she have a boyfriend?
She does. His name is Vlad.
Ah.
Vlad von Karstein.
All right.
Who was it? Who said that?
All right. Ready for number 7?
Ready.
All right, number 7. What's your opinion of a model maker to a wargamer?
My opinion of a model maker to a war gamer.
Yeah, like a model maker will make a tank or make a truck, but make it really accurate to 100%. A war gamer, like, is there a medium between them, or can they be both, or is there a separate between them? Your opinion?
I think the ideal, the apex of all hobbyists is to be the best at both. And I think, to me though, it's better to be. I prefer to see good model making and good painting, so that when you go to the club and you see an army across the table, or even from across the room, if it's well painted to a very high standard, and if you see a lot of conversion work and a lot of original things that really make the army look good, that is what is going to draw you to that table. I mean, you could be in a room with like the top number one player in the country, but if he's playing totally unpainted models, unprimed models, it's not going to draw you in. His tactics aren't going to draw you in to the point where you want to stand there and watch it. If you see like a guy who built up his Tyranid army to look like they're swarming out of a Space Hulk, and they've all got custom iron deck plating on their bases and gore effects and all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, he could be a terrible player, but you're going to stand there and watch for at least a couple minutes, and I think that's the coolest thing about doing good work, is that people will come by and be like, "How did you do that? How did you make this? How did you do this? Is that green stuff? How did you do that green stuff?"
All right.
It looks fun, yeah. And then wargaming, the tactics and everything behind, I think that's totally good. But for me, the hobby is really, the core of it is the artistry of making awesome looking models.
All right. Oh, this is the last question coming up.
All right.
Who do you think I should ask these questions to next, and why?
Oh, I had such a hard time coming up with an answer for this one, because I have so many people that I've met and gotten to know here on YouTube, and they're all really, really awesome. But I think going back to me, trying to remember me a couple years ago when I started in 2009 posting videos, one of the first really, really influential people to me that I really looked up to, and I had to choose from a couple because there were a couple here, but to me the most down-to-earth, really likable, friendly, this kind of humble and really, really cool guy, and he's just such an artist, is the old wolf himself, Van Hammer 73.
Did that already.
I meant General Splatten.
I'll try to get General Splatten.
I must not have seen Van Hammer's one. Are you sure?
Yes, he was number. Van Hammer was number 4.
Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe I only started watching after Mini Wargamer Day. I think I kind of skipped, not skipped, but I skimmed through the other guys, and I don't remember looking at Van Hammer.
Van Hammer, I got my first interview was the Real Mithril.
Yes, I remember it.
Then Mount was Trainaholic.
Yeah.
Trainaholic's friend, Magic. I can't Magic. Then it was Van Hammer.
Okay.
And so on and so on.
Well, I gotta go back and watch it because I totally missed it.
Yeah.
Did you do Splatten yet?
Huh?
Did you do General Splatten?
I haven't got a hold of him yet. I was supposed to send him some CDs a long time ago, and I kept on moving, so it's.
Well, I think to me the really inspirational guys when I first started were Van Hammer, Splatten, Girl Painting, but I know you did interview her, right?
Not yet.
Not yet? Really?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Oh man, I would say if you can get a hold of either Girl Painting or Van Hammer as a new hobbyist getting started in, their videos were really, really inspirational to me.
Okay.
And that's what it's all about, getting inspiration and moving forward.
All right. So I'll try to get Van Hammer, and I'll also message the other ones that you said. Maybe I might do another video with not Van Hammer. I mean General Splatten. Yeah. But I might do another video for Van Hammer for you.
Oh no worries. I'm gonna go back and put it on right as soon as I'm done with this, because yeah, I love that guy. I love all this stuff.
Well, now it's the end of the show. This is what I call shameless plug time. You could, your Facebook, MySpace, all that stuff. or even if you want to do some shout outs for friends, go for it. This is your time for the video for you. It's all you.
Okay, well, first of all, DEMONJesterJ, gotta say thank you to you for inviting me, or for having me on your program.
Thank you for being on it.
For hire. Yeah, Brush for Hire for throwing down the gauntlet and putting my name in the ring. Some creative trickery so that I can keep my identity a secret. But,
got me off guard. I thought you were going to really show me your face.
Oh, man. Not yet. Not just yet. I have plans. I have great plans. But Brush for Hire, thank you so much. I'm a big fan of his work. And to just the YouTube community, everybody who posts videos on my channel, I really appreciate it. And you hear this 100,000 times on my videos, but it really helps motivate me. So keep the comments coming and the feedback and all that. And thanks for following my work. My lady friend sneaking up on me. And I don't have a modeling Facebook or a Twitter account because I live on an island where there's only one computer, and I'm using it now, and I have to give it back to the governor in about 5 minutes. But I do have a gnoblog on Ogre Stronghold, so Ogre Stronghold, great place for Ogre Kingdoms players, which there are a lot of in fantasy. And I do have a warseer forum that we'll try to include in the description, where you can see my tour of the first founding Space Marine Legions. And of course, check out Project Free Heresy with me and Project One Gaming. That's coming up. That's my most immediate project coming down the road. Want to say hi?
What about your YouTube?
Oh yeah, my YouTube, WarbossTae, youtube.com/WarbossTae. Check out my videos. Yeah.
Just like you got Bobo, I got Tweety.
Yeah. Bobo's sleeping right now. He needs his beauty sleep.
Yeah, it's late there.
His publicist says he can only appear in one video a day maximum.
Well, thank you for being on the show. It was fun. And you really caught me off guard with the mask, man.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Like I tell everybody.
Bye, everybody.
As long as keep the blade, like I tell everybody, make the hobby fun and keep the blade sharp. Bye, everybody.